All right, let's get right into it. I want you to think about something. Are you that person? You know, the designated therapist friend? The one whose phone is always blowing up because someone's in a crisis? The one who's supposed to have all the advice, the steady rock in everybody else's storm? If you're nodding along right now, then this is for you. We're going to unpack the psychology behind why you're so amazing at helping everyone else, but you might find it almost impossible when it's your turn.
Just picture it. The phone buzzes on your nightstand. It's 2 a.m. You don't even have to think about it, do you? You just pick up, you're instantly ready to be that calm, steady voice they need to hear. It's like muscle memory at this point.
And it's not just about answering the phone, is it? You know exactly what to say to pull someone back from a panic attack. You know how to just sit in that heavy, uncomfortable silence with them. You're basically the emotional first responder for your entire social circle. But then there's the other side of the coin. When it's your turn, when your world is the one that's falling apart, something really weird happens. You might reach for your phone, your fingers hover over a name, but you can't make the call. It's not because you think they won't answer. It's because the words, they just get stuck. The very thought of asking for help feels impossible. So what does this actually look like from the outside? Well, it creates this really powerful image of you, a kind of myth, really. The myth of your unwavering strength. I bet you've heard these a million times. Oh, you're just so strong. Or you always bounce back from everything. And my personal favorite, you're just so good with people. Now, these are meant as compliments, of course, but they can feel like they're totally missing the real story, can't they? They describe what you do, but not why you do it or what it costs you. And that's, right there, is the huge disconnect. On the outside, what people see is this person who seems almost infallible, totally capable, the one with all the answers. But what you're feeling on the inside is, well, it's a whole different story. It's this intense duty to be useful, this deep, nagging fear of being a burden, and this profound inability to ask for the exact same help you give out so freely. So the big question is, why? Why does this gap even exist? Well, here's the thing. This isn't just some random personality quirk. No, this is a deep-seated protective mechanism. It's like an armor you've built, piece by piece, from your experiences. There's actually a name for it. It's called hyperindependence. And at its core, it is a survival strategy. It's your brain's very clever way of protecting you from what it sees as a major threat, the threat of being let down, disappointed, or even abandoned. The logic is actually pretty simple. If I never rely on anyone for anything, then no one can ever hurt me. It's a powerful and, honestly, a brilliant strategy that probably served you really, really well at some point in your life. But where does a strategy like that even come from? Well, a lot of the time, the roots go all the way back to something called childhood parentification. This is basically when a kid, for whatever reason, is forced to take on adult-sized responsibilities, either practical or emotional, way too soon. And when that happens, you learn a really powerful but really flawed lesson. You learn that your value isn't just for being you. No, your value is tied to what you can do for other people. It's about being useful, being capable, and, this is the key, needing nothing in return. So let's just trace how the brain puts this all together. It's like a 3-step process. Step 1, you learn my worth comes from being useful. Step 2, you start to believe, okay, so if I have needs of my own, if I'm vulnerable, that makes me a burden. And step 3, the logical but flawed conclusion your brain reaches is simple. To stay safe, to avoid being abandoned, I must never, ever, ever ask for help. Okay, so understanding the why is huge. That's the first and most important step. The next part is about figuring out how to move forward, and that starts with reframing what strength really means and, giving yourself permission to just be a human being. I want you to really sit with this metaphor for a second. That strength that you have, your deep empathy, your incredible capability, your resilience, it is a genuinely beautiful and powerful tool. It's helped you navigate so much and support so many people you love. But at the same time, it's also become a very heavy suit of armor. And here it is. This is the single most important thing to take away from all of this. That armor, the one that has protected you for so long, you are allowed to take it off. You don't have to wear it every second of every day. Real strength isn't about never needing anyone. Real strength is about having the courage to know when to ask for help. So I want to leave you with this question. Look, it's not about throwing the entire suit of armor away all at once. Of course not. That's way too much to ask. But what's just one small piece?
Maybe it's just texting a friend that you had a rough day. Maybe it's admitting to yourself that you don't actually have all the answers. Just think about it. What is one piece of that heavy armor that you could gently set down today?